Boom, put your jersey up if your team is undefeated. Yes, sir. But that's not what we came here to talk about today. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Haj, and y'all already know we here to do some reaction with it in a different way. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The NFL is in trouble, and not in a good way. It's not in a good way, and probably in a way that people don't think about. But y'all already know what to do. Before we get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit that bell notification so y'all know when I upload a video to this channel, so y'all can watch and share with y'all fam and talk about my goofy ass. Okay. Cam Ward and Shadeur. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. Cam Ward and Shadeur both were drafted in this year's NFL draft. One first-round pick, #1 overall pick. The other was a 5th-round pick, 144, 142, something. Anyway, it don't matter. He a 5th-round pick. Both of them have made comments that we have kind of never heard before from someone in the NFL, right? And that's at the quarterback position. They want quarterbacks to be a certain type of way where they just want you to be like, oh, shucks, gee, golly, good boy. Like, and that's just not who they are. You feel me? Like, it's like they want people to bottle up who they are and try to be like, not themselves. I'm gonna keep it 100. They trying to basically tell them, hey, look, we understand you black, but you can't be black here. They're being young black men. And let's be honest, here we go. Cam Ward said this about his play.
How do you think you played first?
Ass.
If y'all didn't hear the question that was asked, it was very simple. How can you describe your play? I played like ass. To y'all who are watching this video, to the common people, y'all know exactly what he was saying. He played terrible. That's what he was trying to say. He played terrible, right? But the media, this old media, does not understand what he's saying. They don't want him to say that. They want him to say, well, I could have played better. I could have did this better. Could have did that better. He's upset. They have not won a single game this season. They play like ass. That's what he got to say about it. That's how he feels about it. You can't make him change his mind. You can't make him sway his opinion on it. He feels like they play like ass. So he says, look, we played like ass. I played like ass. My team, we need to figure it out, get it together, because we're playing like ass. Okay? Let me tell you again why that is a problem to the media. To me, that's fine. That's a perfect statement. We're not playing good. I understand exactly what he said. They want him to articulate and say, oh, they want him to have the PG answer. They want him to have the PG answer. And that's just not going to work. That's just not who he is. Let me tell you how this is a problem moving forward. The more that the NFL begins to scout talent, and these black quarterbacks are coming up more and more, we gonna get more of this than the, oh, you know, I just gotta work hard, and you know, the PC or PG answer, whatever you want to call it, the answer that everybody knows that you're gonna give, and that answer that the media just knows it. He's not gonna get that answer. And then the kids coming up behind him that are younger, that are more opinionated, that speak their mind, they get millions of dollars in NIL money before they even play it down in the NFL. They are not going to be concerned with trying to say the proper thing all the time. And I'm gonna be honest here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, black people, we do stuff different. We speak differently. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with what he said, nor should he have to conform to what other people want him to say. This is how I feel. I feel like I played like ass. It's not like he's saying the other team is ass. It's not like he calling direct individuals ass. He's saying I played like ass. There's nothing wrong with that. I think people just got to get used to the times, and y'all got to lock in. Like, I'm just being honest. Y'all just got to lock in. Like, get used to it. The more black quarterbacks we got coming in, this is what they gonna do. They gonna be more like this, right? think about Cam Newton, how he was, his personality, right? He had that big personality, and it didn't work for everybody. It was cool when he was winning, but when he started losing or when he started getting hurt and he wasn't playing as well, then everybody got something to say about how he dressed, how he walked, how he talked, got all this shit to say. And the reality is, at the end of the day, this is who we are as a people. This is who we are as a culture. We gonna puff our chests out, and when we holding ourselves accountable, we gonna call ourselves, we are our harshest critics. I don't need to tell you in a nice way how I feel about myself. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about myself. Now, what if I use a different word? I don't know, but ass, perfect word. That's how you felt you need to say. That's what you need to say. Shadeur. I don't even know where to start, because this is always like a crazy topic, to be honest, for multiple reasons, right? On one hand, Shadeur is confident. A lot of shit we was talking about with Cam Newton, he's confident. He's gonna tell you how you feel. We've seen, go look up all the videos of him talking and in college and all that, and how he was popping it about people who was talking crazy about him and all that stuff. Go look it up. He is his father's child, for sure. He is his father's child. And with that being said, Shadeur is Shadeur. And we don't have a problem with anybody else being confident. We don't have a problem when people walking around with confidence. But we got a problem when Shadeur do it. How's he supposed to feel? They always tell you want your quarterback to feel like he's the best player in the team. They always tell you, right? From somebody who's played football, you want to believe that your quarterback has the ego to be like, look, this is how I feel, and this is how I can get my team to this point. So y'all are upset with how he feels? And this literally goes back all the way back to when he said, look, if I'm a team and y'all don't want to change our franchise, don't draft me. What's wrong with that? That got somehow, by the media, they spun that and turned that into this whole thing where it's just like, well, why would he say that? And that's immature. Why would he not feel like he's a franchise changing quarterback? Let me guess though, y'all want him to say, oh, you know, I'll be grateful for any team to draft me, and I'm gonna do my best and I'm gonna work hard, which he probably does feel that way, but he also feels confident. He got the heart. He got the, you know what I'm saying? He puffed his chest out and he said, look, if you ain't trying to change your franchise, do not draft me, because I'm trying to win and I'm trying to change the franchise by being here. Straight up. Now that might scare some teams away. I ain't gonna get into the conspiracy theories about Shadeur getting blackballed. I'm just not here for it. But the truth of the matter is, something happened, and there's no way that you could tell me that he's a 5th round quarterback. But I digress. Now, yesterday, a couple days ago, for whenever this video gets out to y'all, Shadeur, he had an interview where he mimed his answers. Let's look at how the media and what they say about him doing that.
My advice would be, then actually don't say anything.
Here's the problem with this, right? Y'all literally want the nigga to say nothing. Less is more, right? Y'all want him to say nothing. Y'all want him to go up there and sit in front of his locker and just say not a single word. Well, y'all want him to say words, but y'all don't want to say him to say words that are impactful. So he feels like it don't matter what I say. I'm gonna just mouth off something because it doesn't matter what I say regardless. Shadeur is in a situation, for whatever reason, he is damned if he do, he damned if he don't. If he would have elected to not even comment on the situation and not even respond, he would have got fined. Because, by the way, you can get fined if the media comes up to you to speak and you don't respond and you decline to do the interview. You can get fined. So what is he supposed to do? Huh? Do y'all see how Shadeur's in a lose-lose? So he goes up there and was the miming thing, was that the best thing to do? Probably not, but I don't know. I'm not him. I probably wouldn't have done that. But again, I'm not in his situation. And it's a lose-lose for him. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's a lose-lose for him. First of all, like, more importantly, let's back up a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's back up. The thing about Shadeur is that he's a 5th round pick. And similar to Bronny, and I don't want to get into basketball too much, but similar to Bronny was the 55th overall pick. He was a 2nd round pick in the NBA draft, and he got more media attention than some of the other 1st round picks, to the point where y'all, the common people, didn't probably even know how the other 1st round picks were doing in the NBA. We talk about Shadeur, or they talk about Shadeur on these shows more than Travis Hunter, more than Cam Ward for sure. Jackson Dart, maybe not so much because he's in New York, but like, when have you ever heard about a 5th round pick be talked about this much? Why is a 5th round pick even getting interviewed about being a 3rd string starter? When does a 3rd string starter ever get interviewed? Can we ask these types of questions? So we're blaming Shadeur for being put in situations where he can't even do nothing about it. Not we, them. And then the media, the same media who's interviewing him, is blaming him for doing something that he is in a lose-lose. Do y'all know how crazy that is? Do y'all not know that the next wave of NFL quarterbacks that are coming up are just like this? Just as confident, just as braggadocious, just as ego in a good way about their game? Do y'all not know that that's what's coming up? Do y'all not know that the NFL, the quarterbacks that have been in the NFL have all been like this? They just don't say it. We've heard Tom Brady popping it. So y'all go, Tom Brady, he be popping it. He do. Did y'all not remember the text messages between him talking about how he was so much better than all the other quarterbacks, the people who was considered his peers? He was popping it. Just didn't want it to get out. Y'all just don't want to hear it. But it's there. The next wave of quarterbacks are going to be similar, more like Cam Ward, more like Shadeur, than they would be a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning, who are always just going to say the right thing. These next quarterbacks that are coming in, they confident, they pop it, they hang out with, they got more of the wide receiver in them than the quarterback, in the sense of how they talk about their game, how they talk about their style, how they dress, how they talk. Like, they getting paid a lot of money. And if I'm in a position, I don't blame them. I'm not going to let you tell my story. I'm going to tell my story for me. Respectfully. Can't let you tell my story. I got to tell my story. Tell me what y'all think about that. How y'all feel about Shadeur? I don't think that Shadeur should even be on the Cleveland Browns, which is a whole nother thing in itself. The Cleveland Browns don't have a winning organization. They don't have the style. They don't have the cachet. The Browns have never been good, like, consistently, since I've been paying attention to football. They've never been good. They've never been good. They don't know what it's like to build a winning culture. So they don't even know how to even deal with stuff like this. Why is a 5th round pick even getting interviewed? It's a whole, like I said, it's a whole nother story why Shadeur's even a 5th round pick. But that's a different story for a different day. Shout out to Cleveland for drafting Shadeur. Hashtag free 12. I hope Shadeur, let me back up. Did he handle everything perfectly along the way? No. He probably should have did better in his drafts. When Baltimore called him on the phone and were like, yo, we thinking about drafting you. He said, don't draft me. He should have went to Baltimore, because guess what? Now Lamar Jackson is hurt and he could have been starting. At least for a couple games, you saw off your talents. Boom, guess what? Somebody picks up the phone. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, the Rams go ring, ring, ring. Hey, yeah, Matthew Stafford is old. We don't got a lot of 1st round draft picks. What y'all willing to give up for Shadeur? Give us Shadeur. Or ring, ring, ring. Hello, Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, this is the Miami Dolphins. You know, Tua is terrible. He can't see his reads. He one concussion away from retiring. Which respect to that. But yeah, how much for Shadeur? What y'all want for Shadeur? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, ring, ring, ring. This is the last one, I promise. Hey, this is the Minnesota Vikings. We saw how he played. We don't really believe in JJ McCarthy. He was okay that one game, but we don't really believe in him like that. We need somebody who can accurately get Justin Jefferson the ball. What y'all want for him? Oh, one more. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, Baltimore. I know we're in the same division, but you know, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow hurt. He probably not gonna be back for the rest of the season. We need somebody to get Jamar Chase the ball. So, what you want? See how that works? That is a misstep. I will say that's for Shadeur, but he's young. He don't know no better. He believes in himself. I think that with time, cream rises to the top. There will be a chance. There will be an opportunity for Shadeur to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. But NFL, y'all better get ready, because it's only a matter of time before we get a YN that's an elite quarterback in the NFL. Then what y'all gonna do? Y'all not gonna be able to stop him from speaking and popping it the way he wants to. These young quarterbacks that's coming up, that's black, they start to be more unapologetic. They're starting to speak about what they believe in. They starting to talk about how they feel about things, and they're going to do it in a way that they want to do it, not the way that you want them to do it. And then when they do it, don't get mad. And when they start creating podcasts to speak and get they point across, don't be mad. Don't be upset. You feel me? That's all I got. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Tell me what y'all think about Shadeur and the whole situation. Peace.